This is WMNF Tampa and WMNF.org.
On Friday, October 18th, the spooky returns to WMNF. Come celebrate our station Halloween ball in style, drag style that is, as we present 5 performers who will bring the horror and glamour to the stage. Kinsey, Discord Adams, Mr. Grip, headliner Dahlia Black, and your host and MC Apollo Infinity, plus DJ Jet, ready to slay the crowd into a frenzy. Don't forget our costume contest. The Bewitching takes place on Friday, October 18th at New World Music Hall in Tampa. Doors 8 p.m. Tickets $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Go to WMNF.org for more info. Come dressed to kill.
Support for WMNF comes from listeners like you and River Tower Festival, Saturday, November 2nd. This music and arts festival, whose mission is to preserve Tampa's historic Sulphur Springs Water Tower, features Hope Darling, Tire Fire, Matt Woods, and others. More at rivertowerfestival.org.
Welcome to Live Music Showcase here on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. I'm your host, Ken Apperson. We are here in studio with Hope Darling. How you guys doing?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for having us. Thank you for Ken. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Hope Darling, Tampa band, but making big waves both in the Tampa area and beyond. They've played all over town. They played. I remember you guys played the Chapel Chop a few years back. And they're doing some cool things. I think you guys are really going to enjoy their music. If you're watching the live stream right now, hit the follow button on our Facebook page, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page to get notifications every week for when we go live, just like right now. But I'm going to hand it over to the band. What's your first song going to be?
So we're going to do a song we call In and Out. It's a little tune I wrote a couple of years ago. A friend of mine who unfortunately passed away from a really bad drug addiction. So really, the song is really just about this love-hate, because he was in and out of sobriety for a long time. Really good guy, really a good friend of mine. Unfortunately, lost the battle. But so the song is really just an homage to the love-hate relationship of drug addiction. So this song's called In and Out.
I'm holding on to you.
here on Live Music Showcase. In and Out. Beautiful song, beautiful sentiment.
Thank you.
What's the next song called?
The next one we're gonna do Burning Light. So it's really just about, really simply, it's about having someone in your life that you just can't live without, that lights up a room, and you kind of want to always be with them, rush to them every time you see them. So that's what the song's about. So this is Burning Light.
Just can't wait.
Burning Light by Hope Darling here on Live Music Showcase. Who's that song about?
I feel like every song that I write or that we all write, I feel like we pull from experience.
Sure.
So I gotta take credit and take it an internal.
Yeah.
So I would have to say it's about my wife.
I was gonna say I saw The Ring.
Yeah.
I was hoping. It's like I met this girl the other day.
Wife too.
Yeah.
His wife too.
It's about Richie.
It's about Jeff's wife.
We all
too.
have the same wife.
I was gonna say, yeah, the whole band is actually in a polyamorous relationship with itself, and all of the.
I feel like
spouses.
sometimes we are.
Ooh, tell me about that.
Not in a weird way.
How does that work out?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's the butting head parts.
It was in Austin. Who remembers? Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. In the sense that, like, you know, you're being in a band and the dynamics of being in a band
Absolutely.
and navigating, conflict.
That's a good word,
or
navigating.
arguments, is sometimes we find that a lot on this show. Especially the guest we had last week, Ariella. It was a married couple, and they've been together. They've been together for 15 years. They've been playing music together for that amount of time as well. They met before they were an item, and then they became an item, and they've still got it together. So that dynamic is always really interesting to me, even when the band is not dating each other or themselves, or,
Kudos to them.
Yeah.
Seriously, kudos.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. And when it does, it doesn't always make good music. Sometimes it does, though. Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac.
We don't hang out
Example,
enough with Richie, though.
Well, we're not dating each other anymore.
Well, yeah.
We don't hang out enough with Richie. Richie's the bassist in the band. I would say so far the most animated by...
Visual timekeeper.
Just waiting for him to slip on one of these chords.
Yeah. Mark says the bass players are always the cool ones. Yeah. Tell me about your shoes, Richie.
These shoes are Doc Martin platforms. They give me an extra 2-inch lift.
Yeah.
3 inches.
Do they also make you taller?
They
I think
try
3
to-
inches. He's still short.
play
He's still the
louder.
shortest
Depends
with
on the
those.
weather.
It makes them play louder.
These are my stage shoes.
Makes
They
them
won't
play
let me
louder.
wear the Kiss boots. I want Gene Simmons boots.
There you go. Yeah.
Voted against.
You need to get the platforms that have the goldfish
Yeah, the
in
goldfish.
them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get you,
I'm gonna
sucker.
get you,
I'm gonna
sucker,
get you,
Yeah.
sucker.
Yeah. Just join D-Light. You'll be fine.
Don't give him any ideas, because
I have them already.
He's like, I have them already. I'm just getting affirmation of them
they're
externally.
still in their wrappers.
Yeah. So, do you mind if I set up your third song?
absolutely.
I love it. Just for the record, this band is one of the most prepared bands we've ever had on the show, far and away. A lot of bands, they'll just roll in and be like, so what are we doing? And they're like, oh, radio. Okay, cool. Not a lot, a few. A lot of bands are actually very responsible and prepared. This band gave me notes on all of their songs, so I'm going to set this up real quick.
Please do.
So this next song is called Garden of Eden. And it's actually a song about a musician friend of Gabe's, yes, that moved to Florida to follow a girl. Yikes. In the end, the relationship ended. She left, he stayed, and he used music to escape. It's a song about the end of a relationship you thought was going to last forever, then realized nothing lasts forever. That's deep stuff, man. I hope this is a good song.
You wrote that? Did you write
I didn't
that?
even know that.
He helped write it.
Did AI write that?
Did AI right there?
Yeah, actually,
This before
for
AI.
those of you who know us, it's Mr. Greg Lore.
Mr. Greg Lord.
Yeah. So he actually helped write the song. So.
Let's talk about that more after the
Yeah,
song. Let's
absolutely.
hear it first, though. This is Hope Darling here on Live Music Showcase.
Don't believe in your Garden of Eden. Can you sleep when you're next to me? Don't you know that there are no reasons? Thunder clouds in the summer breeze. Did you stay while my wounds were healing? Walk away just to see me bleed. Don't believe in your Garden of Eden. Fades away like a memory. And are you singing no matter where you are? Ooh, I hear you breathing to the rhythm of your heart. I'm lost in the scenes, hypnotized by your hold on me. Ooh, it's hard to foresee distant shadows of love and belief. Don't know how we made it here, million miles from anywhere. I hear you scream and it comforts me, lifts me up and sets me free. And are you singing no matter where you are? Ooh, I hear you breathing to the rhythm of your heart. Ooh, I'm lost in the scenes,
hypnotized by your hold on me. Ooh, it's hard to foresee distant shadows of love and defeat.
Hope Darling here on Live Music Showcase, Garden of Eden. Lovely song.
Thank you.
Oh, man, moved to Florida to follow a girl.
Yes, that's usually a story.
Like
for-
kind of, sort of. Wasn't it eventually like Olive Garden of Eden?
Olive Garden.
Ooh, yeah, free breadsticks though. Can't beat that.
Super sad.
I did something similar to that. I moved to Florida. I didn't follow a girl though. I was with a band. We moved down here together.
Where'd you move from, Ken?
I moved here from St. Louis. He needs his mic hot. I moved here from St. Louis back in 2009. 2009, 2008. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we moved down here as a band. We broke up as a band 4 months later. They moved back, and I stayed here.
It's kind of his story.
I think that's kind of how it goes. Like, sometimes people move away thinking that they'll find a different version of themselves when they move away. And sometimes they do. Sometimes they find something that they didn't even know they could be passionate about when they get to wherever they're going. And that passion ultimately makes them into another version of themselves. But I think more often, wherever you go, there you are.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know,
I mean, it wasn't anything that I chose to make was a song into. It was just, he was a good friend of mine, or is a good friend of mine, and I kind of watch this evolve.
Yeah.
And we're both musicians, and I was in the process of writing a song. I came up with the rhythm, and it songs kind of come to you. So that's what came to me at the time. So, and like I said, he helped write the song too.
So I was going to say, so is he a songwriter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would imagine then that writing the song, as it so often does, provided a little much needed
absolutely,
catharsis.
Yeah. I mean, the lyrics in itself are kind of, like I said, he used it as a catalyst to, the music is, we all know we're all good friends with him. And he's a Renaissance player.
Is he, Greg?
Yeah. I mean, this guy, he picks up an instrument and he's a master of it in 2 weeks.
I love it. I love it. Well, if you're just joining us, we are Live Music Showcase. We are here in studio with Hope Darling. And if you are listening on the radio right now and you're like, man, I wonder what that show looks like. I wonder what these guys look like. I wonder how nice looking Ken's shirt is. You can go on Facebook or on YouTube and find our live stream happening right now, full production, multi-camera live stream happening right now on Facebook and on YouTube. On Facebook, you can search WMNF's Live Music Showcase. On YouTube, just search WMNF Community Radio and you will find us either way. And when you do, make sure that you hit the follow button. You can hit that follow button on Facebook. You can hit the subscribe button on YouTube so that you get notified every time we go live every week, because we go live every week. Now, coming up next week, a very important episode. I say we go live every week on the live stream. Next week is actually Pledge Drive for the station. It's going to be a lot of fun in that, as a little reminder, maybe you forget. I know I forget from time to time just because, I love the station the way it is. This station is a community radio station. It means that it is entirely funded by individuals and organizations that want to support it with money. We're not commercial. We don't have commercials. We don't do commercials like that. So in other words, if you're listening right now, if you're watching right now and you like what you hear and you like what you see, next week is your opportunity to put your money where your like is and support the station. Help us keep the lights on. Help us keep having bands like Hope Darling on this show every single week, because that's the only way that we can do it. You know what? You can actually call right now. If you want to, you can totally do that. 813-239-9663. Actually, your best bet would be to go to the website. That's the easiest way to donate right now, WMNF.org. So feel free to jot that down, even if you're not going to do it this week and you plan on maybe doing it next week. You're like, oh, I got a week to save up. going to do that. Going to hit that $1,000 mark by next week. So join us next week for Pledge Drive. We hope that you do. All right, back to Hope Darling. Tell me about the next one. What's the next song?
So this next one, it's sometimes as a songwriter, sometimes you start a song in a certain way, or you go in one direction. As it develops, it takes you in a different direction. So the song, the song's called Lotus. We, as a band, friends and family, had some losses in 2017. As a matter of fact, big shout out to Patrick Brown, Sergeant Patrick Brown, who was originally our drummer, who unfortunately passed away in 2017, and some other close friends and family that passed away. But it kind of started out, a friend of ours who was going through a divorce, and it was one of these things where I saw music to me is again, I still believe is storytelling. So it's based on experiences, memories, exposure, and hopefully I can lyrical interpretations of these events. Anyway, so he was going through the divorce, and I started the song, and then all these tragic events happened, and it kind of evolved into, it wasn't just about this one episode, it was about all these losses, love loss, traumas. And the song is really just a, rise above song. That's as simple as it gets. It's just things get better, and that's all we hope for. So this is Lotus.
I thought it was about your car.
my Esprit.
The night, and I feel
Darling here on Live Music Showcase. Lotus was the name of that song. Yeah, I think that was my favorite one so far. I think it was my favorite one so far.
Thank you.
Not that my opinion carries any kind of weight whatsoever. We're getting some love in the comments already. Yeah, I did
What's
too.
up out there?
Truthfully, yeah. Mark says he got goosebumps in the audio in the control room there. Let's see. We've got. Okay. We've got just a lot of love. It looks like. Tommy says, "Love these guys."
We'll take a lot of love.
Steven says, "Richie is the best." Paloma says, "I love their voices." At 1 minute, I was thinking of yes.
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 Very positive comment.
Better than no. Better than no.
It's better to know, yes.
Bill Bruford's my favorite.
Yes. Yep. Susan says, "Love Hope Darling." Emma says, "I hope I didn't miss Lifeline."
Oh, no.
Okay, so we've got some fans in the comments, it looks like. Yeah, so it's going well so far, guys. Well done.
Excellent.
And if you're just joining us, this is Live Music Showcase. We are on every Friday at 2 p.m. On the coming up after our show, every Friday, we have the Rhythm Revival with Reverend Billy Seawarts. Great show. Gives you all of the great classic tunes and great stories that go behind them. Billy and his crew, they have such a wealth of knowledge and experience in the music industry. It's really exciting. It's really cool. So I want to talk about Richie here just real quick.
Let's talk about Richie.
Let's talk about whatever Christmas lights mess you've gotten yourself into here.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But how are you doing today?
Agreed. I'm enjoying the energy that you're bringing to your performance.
Thank
do
you
you
very
do that
much.
when you're on stage too?
I do 100% of the time.
Would you say right now is like a fraction of what you normally would do?
I'm at
on
about
stage?
a 3 right now. 10 is my max.
Yeah.
Usually.
If this is a 3, if you're watching the live stream, you know what we're talking about. If this is a 3, then the live show's got to be great. What's the next big show you guys have that you're excited about?
We're headed up to St. Augustine.
Nice.
We're doing the Sing
Out Loud Festival.
You're on Sing Out Loud
We are.
with JJ Gray and Mofro and.
Well, we're not on the main stage.
Well, no, of course, no. I didn't mean like you guys were like dual headlining.
Yeah, I mean, we're
awesome.
part of the. We're on the bill, which is great. We're pretty stoked about it. So.
I'm looking forward to seeing Kim Deal from the Breeders, to be completely honest with you. I'm a big Pixies fan.
That would be that's a great bill to be on. And I mean, you guys have made some moves in the past few years. What do you think would be attributed to, like, what do you think would say, this helped us get to where we get to the momentum we're enjoying now?
Wow, I don't know.
Years.
Yeah. I
in another way to put it, what kind of booze do you guys drink? No, I'm just kidding.
Jägermeister?
That could be a.
Culture.
Nick Ultra.
We're looking for some help.
Water.
I don't know. It's
vitamin water.
We've had. I mean, this is I think one of our, at least for me, we're all good friends, obviously, and we have a life. We choose to have a life outside of the music.
Yes.
So we get together, families, friends.
We're a dry band.
But anyway, no, I think I'm always flattered that people dig the music. I mean, I don't. Speaking for myself, I never thought writing music was going to get to the point where we are right now. Being honored to be here at WMNF, of course. So that's one of the big things. So, but I mean, you guys have something to say about it, or?
I love the music in general. I mean, I've been involved in the band within the past 10 years. I actually started managing when I first met them. I met Gabe on Craigslist. Have you ever heard of Craigslist?
Yeah, misconnections.
Yeah.
You're like, I ran into you at a Starbucks and I couldn't stop thinking about your music writing process.
He was looking for an escort, but he found us instead.
Yeah, security's a big deal. It's really important.
Sure.
Security escort.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Exactly, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. No.
He's a
But-
bodyguard.
Yeah, so and I mean, I love that the comments are like keeping up with the conversation right now. Keep that up if you're watching right now. I'm all about it. We'll dig into them here in a little bit, but I mean, you guys have played just about every kind of show you can play. From the mom and pops to the bar shows to the, I'm assuming, like house shows and things like that. What would you say is your favorite memory? if you have one.
Well,
Go ahead, Richie. Take this one.
I personally, I mean, I love music festivals.
Sure.
I mean, that's
Austin.
yeah.
Austin was fun.
We played Austin.
Austin.
North Carolina.
Austin, Texas.
Right.
We played during it
South by
was called
Southwest.
it was during South by Southwest
Okay.
week, but it was a off South by Southwest show
Right.
called the Texas Indie Fest.
Cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. I think the Sanford, when we did the Carolina Indie Fest, that was memorable in many, just outside of the music, but just the fun we had.
But
Yeah.
what made it memorable? Give me one example
Well,
of something
first of
that
all,
made you go,
Frank threw up in the bathroom.
storing that one away. Okay.
That was you.
That's definitely
Oh, okay.
So road trip first of all.
Together.
First
Holding hands
First thing was
and
road
each
trip.
other's hair.
First thing about it was road trip. I mean,
Okay.
that's
That's
I mean,
a make or break.
Yeah, I mean,
15 passenger van.
Yeah, we were in a passenger van. I think it was one of the. Well, no, it wasn't the second.
But it fit like a
We filmed a
4-passenger
video
van.
in a van on the way. You should
Yeah,
check
we
it
did.
out sometime.
We jammed on the highway as we were practicing for the show. So it was funny.
Waze picked it up.
Yeah,
and
Waze
shared
picked it up, and they were like
bonding.
So
No
we were
bonding.
like, we were just jamming. Imagine if you're driving down the road and you see this white caravan driving down the road, and you see these dudes, go, and it's like, you're wondering, well.
With the fifth member of our band right there, Raul, is our driver and photographer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gabe's
yeah.
brother.
Yeah, right.
Driver
That's a
and
fifth-
photographer.
fifth
Very
member of the
impressive.
driving and taking photos. He
plays-
no, don't do that, people.
He plays tambourine every once in a while for us too. So.
Not enough is ever said about the unsung heroes
I
behind,
agree. Yeah,
that
I
are
agree.
the auxiliary members of the band who aren't on stage but are absolutely part of
Integral.
yes.
Integral.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
huge. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
He's most definitely a big part of the band.
I
so.
might try to get you on a mic by the end of the show just to get your perspective on these guys.
He doesn't speak English very well. I wouldn't do that.
I think that would be even
Hey,
more
he likes
fun.
to rap on stage. He hasn't done it in a while, but he does like to get up on stage.
Like around Christmas time or like in general?
in general.
He's a gangster rapper.
Like tape and anyway, all right. So
He's big in the 90s.
yeah. All right. So let's get back to the music. When we finish this next song, I want to get to know Gabe a little bit, but I don't want to hear from Gabe to do it.
Sure.
I want to hear from the rest of the band. All right.
Be gentle.
Deal?
Okay.
Be
Fun
gentle.
game.
I mean, a little gentle. We'll have fun with it. All right. What's the next song called?
Let's do.
Right.
We got
We got 20 minutes. We got rain.
Yeah, we're
gonna
skip some.
Yeah, we're gonna.
oh, that's true.
Yeah, we're gonna get some songs.
We
just
got
to-
a lot of songs here.
Yeah, we got a lot.
We have
of
a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I'll
We
just
didn't know what
warn
the-
you
we
guys
were,
now.
We were over prepared.
I love over prepared. I will tell you. I'm looking. I just dropped 2 of the 4 pages in my hands. I can promise we're not going to get
Yeah,
to
we'll
all
skip
of these,
those ones.
just so you know. Okay. We'll get to as many of them as we possibly can. If you're just joining us, this is Live Music Showcase. We are in studio with Hope Darling.
So we're gonna do Rain. Yes. So this song is just about the trappings of love, lust, and desire. I always say it's everybody loves a good rainstorm, but doesn't really underestimate sometimes the storm, and that's usually a lot of times relationships. So this is called Rain. Surrender. Can you feel my heartbeat? Can you fear the same belief that made you run from the rain? I'm praying for that one love that's leaving me. It's the only way it sets me free. Hide away, don't surrender to the rain. Just turn away, don't surrender to the rain.
this empty place that yesterday can never replace. Hide away, don't surrender to the rain. Just turn away, don't surrender to the rain. Hide away, don't surrender to the rain. Just turn away, don't surrender to the rain. Hide away, don't surrender to the rain. Just turn away, don't surrender to the rain. Hide away, don't surrender to the rain. Just turn away, don't surrender to the rain.
Man, gotta love a hard stop. I love it. I love it. Welcome to Live Music Showcase. If you're just joining us, we're live in studio with Hope Darling, and that song was called Rain. And their lead singer, Gabriel Sanchez, who is lovingly referred to as Gabe.
Yes.
Let's get to know you a little bit. Just from this very limited interaction, I get the sense that you are a very methodical, calculated, intelligent person.
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the band members.
All right.
So everybody's laughing now.
Yeah, why are you laughing?
Yeah,
at
why
it?
are you guys laughing at that?
I'm
yeah.
laughing at it.
So what do you guys think of Gabe? Tell me about Gabe. Tell me who he is.
I love Gabe.
Gabe is great. Gabe's a guy that you can always call, always be there for you. That's for sure.
Gabe's a strong, masculine leader.
We're going to make him cry.
who leads by example.
If you close your eyes and listen to Gabe talk, you think you're talking to Tiger Woods.
I forgot there was a fifth member. in
Tiger
here.
Woods, all right. who was that? Someone
That's
talking up there?
the man that does the bang don't bang part of the music. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do know Gabe is a phenomenal beach volleyball player.
Yes, that's true.
But just
I don't know,
if
phenomenal.
the ball goes in the water, someone else has to get it.
Now I'll say this. You again, now just very limited. I'm just kind of like going off my own intuition here. I get the sense that like you're a very like calm. You're not a hothead. You're not the guy that's gonna like, you
They
know.
say my chi
Yeah,
is pretty even.
it seems pretty even.
Even chi.
Yeah.
Have you guys, having been in a 15-person van with him on the road? I mean, if anywhere, if you're ever going to lose your cool, that's going to be the situation that it's probably going to happen. Have you guys ever seen Gabe lose his cool?
No.
No.
Only
No.
when driving. Only
Maybe
when driving.
one time.
One time? Tell me about the one time.
Couple times. You just
Tell me the one time. Tell me
Just
that one
But he
upset.
time.
keeps it
Yeah.
collective, though. He
I think
keeps it in
there's
there.
been a few.
It was just a buildup of other
Yeah.
musicians that were in the band and
Yeah.
just, kind of dealing with them. And
Yeah.
Drama.
and
Is
like,
he-
just
is
like, you know
he-
what? I'm
Not
done.
me,
I'm like,
baby.
I'm done with you guys.
Not me, baby.
I'm packing up my voice and I'm
Yeah.
going home.
He'll be the first one that quit his band twice.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Hey,
I've-
that's fair.
That
I
was
think I've quit this band twice.
that was probably one of the funnest
Twice
nights,
or three
but
times. Yeah.
Well, what was the catalyst for the? We'll do one, just one time.
the quitting
What do you
quitting of the
think?
band the first time.
Yeah. What makes you?
was
And
that?
to preface, none of this is odd.
Oh, no.
Bands are. It's like we said before. Bands are so similar to relationships in the simple fact that, like you I wouldn't say you need some conflict, but it's a good indication that the communication is healthy when there is some conflict, because otherwise you can't really trust that everyone is being genuine about
No, I
their
agree.
opinions about songwriting, about performance, about the way the band is going, about the band name, about how you dress, about how many times a person can fart in a van on the road for hours.
Yeah.
you have to air that stuff out figuratively and literally.
Richie. I agree, especially when it comes to songwriting.
I didn't say any names.
You don't want
to.
to.
Jay has IBS.
I sure don't.
Yeah, especially when we're
Italian.
I don't even know what that means.
All right, let him talk.
When we're writing songs, a lot of times you don't want to placate to everybody.
True.
You know, you want to be able to get, opinions and input, and sometimes you don't like it. But you know what? There's been many times I've heard something in a song and I'm like, I don't like it. But then, collectively we come together and it actually works. It works. And if I didn't challenge it at first, or if I just said, oh no, that sounds good, let's keep it, or then I don't think the songs would have taken the direction they did. So
yeah, there's a fine line to walk, and that line is always moving between accepting input and standing firm on what you think a song needs to do in terms of songwriting. Because if you accept too much input, then it becomes a camel. Are you familiar with the camel? The camel analogy. A camel is a horse that was designed by a committee. It ends up just kind of being, I don't know about this. It kind of tends to not have as much heart to it. And then the inverse is you don't let any feedback in, and suddenly it's all about you.
Right.
And then every song sounds like it's all about you. And there's a place and time for that. But it seems like you guys, just having found out that you've been playing together for as long as you have.
I'm the voice of reason.
Richie's the voice of reason.
Yes.
Tell me about your shoes again. No.
Makes him taller.
No, I love it. All right, so let's get back to the music. We've got a ton of comments in the comment section. I recommend you guys go after the show is done and go through and check out the comments and respond. You've got a lot of fans in there. I think you got some new fans in there as well. So what's the next song called?
I think we're going to do, we only got, 10 minutes left? So
correct.
Let's do it, It Was Always You.
All right. Yeah, that one.
We'll do It Was Always You. Yeah. All right, so this next song is called It Was Always You. It's just...
Don't wake up.
It's just, it was actually a love song originally. So it's just about, having your significant other that you cherish from the moment, that first attraction, until that moment you realize this is the one. So this is what the song's about. It Was Always You.
There's a cold breeze. The morning will be here soon. Resounding innocence was all we knew. That's when you took my breath away, and then the world begins to fade. I don't want this night to ever end. I'll be holding you through oblivion. That's when my heart beats slower as we move in even closer. That's when I noticed it was always you. That's when my
Hope Darling here on Live Music Showcase. So we're coming up to the end of the show. Credit where credit is due. This show takes an entire team of people working behind the scenes to make sure that it sounds and looks as good as it does. Sound mixer, Mark Perfetti. Audio assistant, Pam Robinson. Video director is Charles Holsopple. Our camera operators today are Lisa Reuter, Marcy Connors, and Piercy Abane. Our board op today, filling in for Mr. Charlie Cushing, is John Dunn. Thanks, John, for filling in. Much appreciated. I'm your host, Ken Apperson, and this has been Live Music Showcase. We are here every Friday at 2 p.m. Next week is Pledge Drive, so make sure you tune in and get those pocketbooks ready if you want to show your support for Live Music Showcase and for WMNF. Now, before we go, just real quick, I'm just going to roll through just a couple of, we just got a ton of comments here, just a whole bunch of people. Let's see. Kelly says, so proud of Hope Darling. Now, Japan, Hope Darling, CD album release today, LFG. So tell me about that.
So we were signed by a European label, independent label, beginning of the year, and they have a Japanese label. So we've been working with them for the past year. They actually released our album, physical album, throughout Japan today.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're going to make it over there someday.
I was going to say, so now you're going to be traveling over there. Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully.
Nothing says fun and stress-free like traveling as a band across the Pacific Ocean with equipment. Yeah.
We've crossed across states a few times.
So good luck with that. And I truly mean that. Good luck with that, because that's incredible. That's great. Congratulations, you guys. All right. So let's wrap up the show. I want to hear your final song, but before we hear your final song, just give me your last word. What do you got, Richie?
Can I say something? I've been listening to 88.5 since the early 90s. Kenny K, Sounds of Blackness on Saturday night. Thank you for having us, 88.5. It's an honor to be at your studio. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, guys.
You guys are welcome here anytime.
Thank
you, Ken. Give it up for Ken. Thank you.
Ken.
Thanks,
Ken.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thanks for picking up the phone and answering our text messages.
New phone, who dis? No, I'm just kidding. No, thank you guys so much for being here. We're Live Music Showcase. This has been the show. You may not catch this entire show, this entire song on the terrestrial radio, on your radio, but you can hear the whole song in the live stream right now, Facebook or YouTube. On Facebook, WMNF's Live Music Showcase. On YouTube, search WMNF Community Radio, and you will find us. Take it away, guys.
So this last song we're going to do is one of our fan favorites. We're very proud of this song. This one's called Lifeline. It's the last time your goodbye betrays me. Maybe someday you'll know my love like thunder, it echoes back to a place that we know. That's where you will find me there, far from the dawn's long stay. For just one moment, I'll be waiting for you. My heart was broken too soon.
This is WMNF Tampa.
These late nights